Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Angelstruck, a 2D bullet hell action roguelite that I'm excited to be checking out the demo for here today. Looks quite neat, so let's pop on in and see what the game is all about. We are faced with meta progression we can't afford immediately. Okay, it's interesting. Does seem to be using kind of a badge system, so you can kind of slot in only a fixed amount. Seems to be the case, which... hey, if you're going to have it, I do prefer that one at the very least, but in we shall go. All right, so we got enemies coming up from the top. We've got what looks like, was that an active reload there as well? Dash on space, anything on, we got a, on right click, I'm pressing a bunch. Okay, so that's going to be what we're charging up on the bottom, I'm imagining. Yes, gotcha. And then an active reload, indeed. Holy crap, okay. All right. It is a pretty small little active reload bar to have going on as well, I will say. But it's basically like, it speeds up for the whole... oh? For the whole, like, length of the clip there. Call a lightning strike from the skies every few seconds. Enemies will release parasite bullets when killed. Apply damage over time with a bleed. Increase charge gained on kills, which is probably this. I'll try out the lightning strikes. Why not? We'll give it a go. But it uses up all of our juice at the bottom. Gotcha. Okay, so that's the thing. Is the more charged up it is, the stronger the shotgun is going to be. So we want to probably wait for it to be pretty charged up, but maybe not. Hello? Maybe not. Increase the projectile amount, damage, and velocity of the shotgun. Maximum health, damage resist. Damage over time. Divine Light, Heavenly Ray follows you, dealing damage to enemies. I'll upgrade the shotgun a bit. Sure. So yeah, it shoots out one entire extra bullet here, because normally at the bottom tier, it was only shooting, what, 3, right? All right. I've got the shotgun up and ready, but I'm waiting for enemies for it. There we go. I don't want it to feel bad, right? Like, I put an upgrade in it, and it just doesn't kill anything? No, we can't have that. Whoop. This is kind of neat. Oh, boy. You miss an active reload, you are in hell. Charge gains up. Warrior that attacks enemies. And then we've seen that other stuff as well. I'll get a bleed. Feels like we've, got a couple... ooh. Oh. Oh, God, that feels so bad to miss. Health globe drop rate up. Orbiting guardian that protects you. I'll get the charge gain rate up, since we did indeed invest in our shotgun. That green has got to be like a healing globe, right? We're just not missing any HP. Shotgun charged up, but I need a reason to use it. Okay. I'm not sure if those guys are aiming at me or they're just kind of choosing a spot to go normally and then... oh. I was dashing. There was no way I was going to see that active reload. I kind of wish it was in a different spot. Like, not... super small and by the player, because if you're dashing, you're not going to be able... you just can't see it. Primary weapons, fire rate, and magazine size. Charges gain on kill up. Increase bleed damage, rate, and duration. I'll go for proficiency. I do kind of want to focus in on one, though. We should probably start doing that now. It's funny. It's like using a shotgun in a game where, for the most part, you can't get close range. It's not that you can't. You can wait for them to come to you, but... doesn't seem like that is very reliable. Alrighty. Whoop. This is quite neat. Oh, get that. That is a free level up, or at least a lot of experience. Oh, and then I can't even focus on an upgrade. This is just increase all damage. Sure. Am I missing sound effects? Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay. That was a trick. Usually an attack like that goes full screen. I'm kind of glad it doesn't. Oh. These guys shooting out little extra bullets. Oh, boy. It's tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Give him hell, give him hell, give him hell. Okay! It froze. Like, it froze. Freeze-framed. Freeze-froze. Freeze-framed, and then all the bullets didn't go away. They should always go away after a boss if you're gonna do a freeze-frame like that. Upgrade the secondary stuff even more. Lightning strike amount up and damage and reduce the cooldown. Sounds great to me. Woo, boy. Don't want to get freeze froze. Alright, we can just sneak in between these bullets here. Trying to charge up the biggest of the shotgun blasts. Okay, focus up on these. These are highly important. Looks like they start blinking a little bit. Lightning strike amount and damage. Reduce cooldown even more. Sure. They start blinking when they're on the ground after a while, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going to explode, start shooting more projectiles, or what, but I don't really want to find out. All right. Okay, see them blinking. Oh, God. Wow. The time from blink to dash is super, super small. All right. Doing just fine. Maybe we don't need any of that meta progression we can't afford. Okay, charge up, charge it up, charge it up. Blast. Give him hell. Oh, get the blue, get the blue, get the blue. Oh, I was reloading. That feels so, it feels so bad to miss. I mean, what, a boss? No? Maybe there would be a boss there if this wasn't a demo. Oops. Just increase your damage even more. Bleed damage, duration, etc., etc. Charge. Let's go for the charge gain on kill since our shotgun is really good. Or at least I want it to be. Okay. That's a really fun, like, kind of pattern there to have to dodge. You line them up, and then you get to the side, and you shoot straight sideways after aiming up the whole time. It feels really neat. Okay. A lot of, like, really similar enemies so far, but also, like, I guess we're not that far in. Just so many get thrown at you. But it's giving me, like, I don't know, Horde survival Space Invaders. That's the vibe I'm getting right here. Divine Light. There's also not a ton of these yet, but it is a demo. Heavenly Ray of Light that follows you. Is that it? Oh, no, it's that, like, sneaky little burn thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Whoop! Get on through. Oh, no! That was not good. We have the full shotgun blast here. Increased damage. Weapons. Okay. We'll just increase damage across the board, right? I don't know where to throw my shotgun blast right now. Starting to get a hell of a lot of enemies on the screen. Alright, that sucks. Please. I feel like the reload, the active reload can be in two places. I don't need that health, so I'm not going to bother. Maybe if it was also kind of near the top of the screen or something. I know it seems kind of odd, but like, just because of the where all of the action of the game is, it might make sense. More charge on kills. Sounds good to me. Whoop. Yeah, we gotta fire a lot of shotgun blasts already now. I didn't take a look at the meta upgrades, but I feel strong enough to deal with everything that's been thrown my way so far, that's for sure. Which begs the question, do we even need meta progression at all then? But hey, increase the lightning strike amount and damage and reduce the cooldown even more. I think I saw on the Steam page that something cool happens when you, when you max it out. Oh, we're fighting a boss. Oh, God. What? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Very cool, though. It's like actually a boss, you know? Instead of just, whoop, a big enemy. Oh, boy. Happy we went for that AoE, like, shotgun blast business as a main focus. Seemed to work really well. Parasite, increase damage more. Sure. Are we still going? For some reason, I was like, yeah, it's an arcade game. They usually go super bite-sized with this. I will tell you, shotgun in a map this big gets even worse. That's... Oh. We're so zoomed out now, I didn't even realize that guy was there. I feel like the lightning probably got better since it's just automatic targeting. Okay. Like, I want to use the shotgun, but it's also like, they're so far away. It's so bad at this distance. Increase damage even more. Okay. Sure. I'll just... it's such a bold choice to have the shotgun be the weapon, but I think that there were other weapon choices. Not that we had, like, unlocked or anything, but I think that they exist. We can, like, save our shotgun for when those guys jump down here, I suppose. All right. Oh, I feel like I might have missed an orb there. It's a lot harder to tell now that we're zoomed out more. Warrior Constitution, increase bleed damage rate. That'll be good for, like, the boss, assuming there is one more. Or there could be two more, but I feel like zoom the map out for a final zone. That feels like a you're in your final stretch kind of vibe. Okay. But yeah, the active reload, it's always in a different spot, so you can't just get used to it and then go from there. Not a thing. All right. A lot happening here. Oh, come on. Can I get some more health, please? Now I want health. We haven't needed any, but now I really want it. Projectile amount, etc. Warrior that attacks enemies. Sure, help me out. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the healing. Oh, no. Don't know what we're dealing with yet. Okay, so the cool thing is it looks like we can kill those. Save the shotgun, I guess, for when those, the killable things are coming towards me. Especially like this when I beefed my reload. Initial impressions is that I was going to say he's easier than the other guy so far. But he also seems to be getting harder. Yeah, he's definitely getting harder. Okay. We've reset momentum back. Good. If we ever miss an active reload, we're going to be so screwed. Okay. Ooh, boy. Not really where you want to be, but we did it. We're still going? We're still going! What is this, though? There's a lot. Looking out for the random dash boys. Uh-oh. Eat a gum. This is some malark. Like, dashing through that seems, risky. We kind of got it. We do have to focus those ones down a bit more just because when there's a lot of them on the screen, those slow bullets do become a problem. Starts to add up. Oh, God. Let me free. Let me be free. All right. Feels like things were getting better, but I don't know why. Didn't necessarily do anything. Uh-oh. 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 Another level up. Overcharge. Lightning strikes cause explosions. Sounds... What? What? What just killed me there? All right, well, we got a whole bunch of unlocks available in early access. What do we got here? You take less damage while reloading. Your damage increases the lower your health is. You deal more damage when you're full health. You increase critical damage at the expense of some damage. You can re-roll the perks. Increase the size of a perfect reload area that appears. Health globes explode at the end of their lifetime. Critical chance at the expense of fire rate. I mean, like... These seem good. They have, like, literally no downside. They only take one slot. The first shot is, pierces enemies. Enemies take damage on contact. You can re-roll perks. It's obviously very good for me. I'll get the increase to the reload, I suppose. When there's this many slots, it does kind of defeat the purpose of a, badge system, I guess, a little bit, but hey. Even more damage and fire rate. Let's just go aggro with it. I mean, how far in are we? Yeah, I'll give it another go for sure. It's neat. It's neat. I will say, like, yeah, the enemy variety, it does end up just being like, yeah, it's the same enemies, but now we're gonna show you like a million of them. Okay, that's a substantial increase to that size. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Slayer Beam, a piercing holy death ray. Okay, so that's your ult. So, ult fire. Ow. Whoop. So, it is just the shotgun. I will say a piercing beam does seem more logical for kind of like the later levels. Okay. Back to this kind of like early grind though. I mean, I got the shotgun. Definitely get that. Huge boost. So what did we not get? We didn't go super far in on the warrior boost. That's the summon. We can go a little ham with that. This man's got to die. But yeah, that dash boy, we died to, I guess, like a couple dash boys hitting me at the same time. I suppose there's no iframes, or like it's very, very low iframes. One of the two. Let's go for proficiency, increasing the fire rate of our main weapon. We did not lean into that too much, so we'll go for the summon and then that. It sucks because we just got like a cool new big upgrade, and it just like throws you right back in so fast, which is good, but also overwhelming, and you're like, you don't dash properly because you're just snapping right back in. Same kind of problem as the projectiles not going away on boss death thing. Same vibe. I'll go for increase all damage. just in case it does help my my summon. In addition, definitely get that. Man. All right, crit chance, crit damage. Did I get the reroll? I feel like I did. Maybe I did. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. So like, I just can't be invested in meta progression. I just can't. I can't care about which one I'm in. Like, it's just a big list that you're slowly working to fill up. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know which ones I got. I couldn't tell you. Escapes my brain the second I leave that screen. I don't know why every enemy feels tankier. I don't think that's the case though. If I got a reroll, I don't have it here. I'll reduce the dash cooldown, I suppose. Oh, that's noticeable. Oh, I mean, I was limit testing. All right, pop him. Give me some blue stuff. We got the healed as well. Like, sounds nice. Oh, enemies are in the way though. Loving that extra reload window. So much that it feels like it should be in the game in the first place, and that meta progression unlocked by the enemy. Neither here nor there. Just a personal opinion. Seems like it's a really good quality of life that makes the fact that it's so tiny on the screen feel like a little bit more logical. Increase movement speed and dash damage? What? Reduce dash cooldown. I don't really want to go for that. Okay. We don't have great AoE, but the good news is we do seem to be ripping him apart. I went greedy with that, right? Pump that on him instead. I'm assuming dash damage, like, we can dash through enemies to do damage now. Would be the logical read on that one. Careful, they can hit me. Vision. Yes. God, that's so annoying. That's like, please, don't ever do that with your bosses. Critical chance, critical damage. Yes, please. The bleed does sound interesting, you know, like we had a little bit of that going on. We need to get to the spot where every single bullet kills a small enemy, though. Otherwise, we're in hell with this. Because it's very much like an AoE's game. We could get the single target and I guess like the parasites. Those two things together could be all right. I do want to try and dash through them. Oh, it's about to. Movement speed, more dash damage. Yeah, I don't know. We'll test it out at some point. Just not right there as we're working our way back in. Okay, wait, does it increase my dash distance too? That felt like a lot. That felt like it went super far. Maybe not. Looks like you can maybe just hold it longer than you'd think. It's just easier to blast them. Does the dash thing work to do damage? Maybe. Let's find out. It does, but also, like, I don't think it's going to be reliable, right? Like, I don't think it's going to be the thing that you should do. Okay. Send him. Back to full health, I think. Oh, I almost didn't see the experience globe right down on the ground. Increase your damage. I think that's the across the board damage. All right. I don't remember what this one was. Nothing. That's right. Come on! Health globe drop rate could be wise. The thing is, the health globes do also take damage as well, meaning that, like, they'll block some bullets for you. Block your bullets from enemies is what I mean by that. Really? They went all the way over, huh? Those are definitely the most annoying of the enemies. I don't think that my dash is actually, like, I don't think it's going to be the correct answer to rip through them or anything either. Unfortunately for me. Cool. I did it, but yeah, look at that. But it takes too much. There's too much to juggle anyways to also think about, like, getting a perfect dash through them as well. I feel like that's just asking a little bit too much of this build, right? Increase critical chance and damage even more. Sure. The parasite is interesting and all, but like I said, I can't dash through that. I can't even get to the other side. Whoop. I like the kind of single target destruction we have going on. One would hope that it at least rips apart some bosses. Though we do know... Primary weapons, fire rate, and magazine size. I mean, fire rate helps as well. Magazine size is an interesting one. Because... I mean, it's good because it comes with the fire rate. Otherwise, you'd be like, well, then I just have to... Whoop. You know, I don't get the boost for a perfect reload for as much of the magazine, but since you get both, that's pretty nice. Smart thinking to kind of combine them to resolve that issue immediately. Oh, he died in the midair. But yeah, I think you just get thrown so many enemies so fast that you feel the lack of enemy variety more, even though there's like, it's not that there's not an okay amount of enemies, it's just, good God, they get thrown at you so fast. Maybe if they, like, I don't know, maybe if there were even just visually alternate different enemies that were, like, ever so slightly different. You know, like, variations on enemies, I think could potentially go a long way. Does get into the realm of, again, of, like, well, you're asking so much of the player already if you do that. Increase warrior amount. Works for me. Alrighty. I don't know how we're going to fare against all of these. Okay, the good news is we don't have to kill him. Uh-oh. That was bad. Okay. No, not good. Not good. He's right in a terrible spot there. Okay. Thank you. Dope. Dope. Increase damage, fire rates. I'm going to keep going for it. Yeah, it's just... I feel like with how hard it is to pull that off effectively, it should at least do a weirdly high amount of damage when you dash through them, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're not going to pull it off very effectively. If you can successfully dash through one of those guys while dodging all the bullets, I feel like you should maybe just kill them in one, if I'm going to be real. And it probably will eventually, but like... Because otherwise it's like... I mean, I guess you have to look at it like it's a bonus on something that is already... Oops. Well... already getting improved in a different way. I suppose that's the angle. Oh, God. That was tight. Increase your damage, move speed, dash. Yeah, very limited upgrades. It seems like where there's some variety and, like, more things that kind of change up the runs, Seems to be when you've already found 5, but again, without having the ability to reload at a base, which, you know, it's locked behind meta progression, something that honestly would help with the enjoyment of the game on your first run by a long shot, is locked by a meta progression thing. A little bit of a bummer, because I feel like being able to reroll so that you can actually get your things up to tier 5, if you want them up to tier 5 easier, I think would be cool, or tier whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is. But I think that'd be very, very nice and good for like the replayability feeling. At the very least, wanting to see a run where you get all of the each thing up to max. See, like, this is not helping me, but hey, not going to be upset about it. I'll get a Constitution upgrade up. I just didn't want to let that go. Crit chance, crit damage. Okay. Things are getting messy. Things are getting crazy. I'm reloading early a lot, very much on purpose, because the boost in attack speed you get is truly phenomenal. That it's actually worth doing. Oh, no. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Gonna have to just, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm probably gonna have to take a bullet there in order to get out of that okay. Yeah, all right. These guys can't stay for too long. Oh, God. Want to stay towards the middle when these guys are here, for sure. I mean, generally, the middle of the map is going to be a better situation, usually, regardless of the enemies. Uh-oh. That was not good. Get the reload. Yep. Fix that bad boy up. Like, it's funny because it's like, it's not that runs are long at all. They're really, if this is the last thing, runs are not long. But the constant variety, or the lack of variety in the types of enemies with how many they have to throw at you for it to be, like, challenging, it feels like this wave is starting to drag, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's right, we had a whole one after this anyways. Okay. Yeah, the extra magazine item, like, it has some downsides to it. You see how slow those final shots go? It's making me feel like it's not a good upgrade. Because it's the fire rate aspect is the only part of it that I'm caring about right now, because the extra magazine stuff is I'm feeling very compelled to active reload, like, constantly. Surprised there's no perks, at least not yet, that have to do with the active reload. Like, when you active reload, you correctly, this happens, you know? Maybe there will be. Fine. Dash cooldown. Oh God, wait, the thing from the boss was still there. Wow. Yeah, this is when stuff started to turn into a mess for me last time, too. And we have... But that hits? For real? And we have much worse AoE than we did last time. Oh, you never want to be on this side of the map. Okay. Whoop. You never want to be so close to the edge in a bullet hell like this. Oh, God, I hate these guys. Just have to focus on so much here. Those guys are such jerks. Just gotta tunnel vision the second they show up. Get ready. Oh, God, I was looking at the left one. Oh, they do so much. They do so much. Huh. Yeah, it's fine. That is A-okay. I think I am done, though, because I do feel like I feel like I've seen everything. I feel like I know that, yes, I could get a different weapon, and there's the other things here. I think I've seen every single thing that I need to see in the demo, really. The upgrades with the level 5s, you know, seems cool. Again, like if you go for the this, which I feel like, again, like I think if it was in the game at the base, I think that would feel better. Crit chance to dispense a rate of fire. The first shot pierces enemies. Cool. Damage and health up slightly. Cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's neat. I think it's a nice little arcadey, let's be honest, horde survival roguelite. It's taking it in a kind of like a different angle, but it still feels fairly familiar. I think enemy variety is going to need some help. And it's not because, again, like I said, it's not because there's not a decent amount of enemy, like a fine amount of enemy variety. And I'm sure there will be more in the full game. But I worry that it's going to be like tacked on at the end and not interspersed earlier in the run as well. Because you really do, you're like, okay, I'm fighting this guy again. I'm fighting this guy again and again and again, 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 again. And it's like, the run's not even that long. So like the run's too short to be feeling burnt out, right? So I think that that's an area to focus on. I think that rerolls should not be in the meta progression. I think you should have it by default due to the nature of the systems. The fact that you can't skip for any kind of value or anything otherwise. I think you're being locked off from seeing the new perks. You're getting them way too late. So like the early part of the runs, the first half is really, really samey. It's always going to be very samey. If you can reroll perks, you can actually like hard focus something a little bit better, and then thus that actually would, it sounds like it'd be less variety, but it ends up being more variety, because otherwise you're just taking a little bit of a lot of different stuff every single time. I think that this shouldn't be a meta progression perk. I think that is actively harming the game, that one is there instead of just being a feature. But alas, that's going to do it here for today for Angelstruck. I do think it's neat. I think it's worth checking out. I think a lot of people are going to really, really like it. It's going to take a lot of mental energy because you are dodging bullet hell stuff. You're obviously making your build. And you do have to do an active reload as well, which honestly could be a killer. That could be the single killer for many, many people, which makes it kind of funny that it's like, it's got the active reload and it's a bullet hell and it's quite challenging in that way. But then it also has this, well, like, grind out yourself a win kind of angle to it. It feels like a little bit disjointed there. I think a little bit more sound effects. But again, all of these things aren't that big of a deal. They're just worth saying because I noticed them, and that's just what I do. That's what I'm here for. I'm pointing out the things that, Dev, if you're watching, these are things that might be worth looking into. And if you are watching, if those things sound like big detractors for you, it might not be worth picking up. If none of those bother you, pick it up. It's a lot of fun. I like it. Angelstruck. Alas, that's that. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel for roguelikes and more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye.